Hello, boys and girls. Well, we are on day Friday of our week, so we have learned so much this week about how to be safe at school and how we learn at school, right? So I wanted to come on here and talk to you some more about what all we have learned about being safe at school. Now, to get us started, I have a new wow word. I have two wow words today. So the first one I want you to look at is this picture. What do you notice about this rabbit's ears? What do you notice about it? Look at this rabbit. How would you describe him? He is very alert. Look at him. He's sitting up nice and tall. Right? He's listening to every noise he hears in the forest, right? He's not just wandering around, he's very alert. Can you say alert? That is our word. And here's the word alert. So this rabbit's ears are standing straight up. It is looking with its eyes and listening with its ears and paying very close attention to everything it sees and hears. Maybe it heard a noise or saw something move. When you are alert, you pay close attention to what is happening around you. So he's very alert. So think about a time when you need to be alert, when it's important for you to be alert and paying attention, right? There are lots of times like when you cross the street with a grown-up, you all both need to be alert and paying attention, right? Because you need to make sure that you're looking with your eyes and listening with your ears so that you know it's safe to cross, right? When you're on the rug or right now listening to a story, you need to be alert. We listen with our eyes and our ears, don't we? And we sit nice and straight so Miss Townsend knows that you're listening. All right. So when you're alert, you're sitting nice and tall, right? Not rolling around and being really wiggly. Your hands are in your lap and your eyes are looking and your ears can then listen, okay? My eyes aren't closed when I'm alert and listening, right? They are open so that I know what's going on around me. Do we need to be alert when we are walking in line to go different places? Oh yes, we need to look with our eyes and be alert, listen with our ears to Miss Townsend, right? So that's another time we can be alert. So that's one of our words. And the next one, I want you to look at this picture, and it's careful. What is this child holding? Look very closely. It's an egg. So what could happen if he dropped this egg? What would happen to the egg? It would break, wouldn't it? So when you hold an egg, you must be careful, there's the word careful, not to drop it. So this child's father asked her to bring him an egg from the refrigerator. You may have had to do that before. So when you do that, you don't want to just be careless, right? So it could easily break. So she had to be careful with the egg and not drop it. She knows that if she does, it'll break when it falls. So to be careful, she walks slowly and holds it in both hands. So when you are careful, you are keeping something from getting broken, right? So I bet there are times that you have to be careful too. If you're at home and your mom or dad asks you to get a plate and walk it to the table, you probably are going to be walk slowly and hold it with two hands and be careful, right? If you're in the block center and one of our friends builds something out of blocks and you walk past it, you're not going to be careless and just bump into it because you're not paying attention. You're going to be careful, walk slowly around the tower, right? So you're careful then too. There are lots of times that we need to be careful. So there's that word. All right, so all week, boys and girls, you all have done so amazing. You have learned how we learn at school. How do we learn at school? And we've been really focusing on how to stay safe at school. We made this chart together. We have places at school. We have the classroom. We're in here a lot, aren't we? The lunchroom and the playground, right? And we talked about rules for how to be safe in those places. So in the classroom, we talked about we need to clean up toys and spills. We need to use walking feet. And we even talked about even more. What are some more ways that we can be safe in the classroom? What do you think? Well, how can we be safe in the classroom? So we know to clean up toys and spills. We know to use walking feet. What about our chairs? How do we sit in those? We sit on our bottoms. Do we need to lean back and tip the chair? No. What could happen if we do that? It could fall over, couldn't it? And then you would fall and you could get hurt. So is that being safe to lean back in the chair? It is not. So all the legs of the chair stay on the ground so that we can stay safe, right? A big one is also to keep your hands to yourself, right? Keep your hands to yourself and don't touch others because we want to stay safe and be kind, right? What about when you're sitting on the rug? We can even be safe then. Did you know that? I always tell you all to sit on your bottoms with your hands in your lap. Do we know why we say to put our hands in our lap? Because if your hands are on the carpet and if somebody has to get up for something, they could accidentally step on your fingers and that would hurt. So that keeps us safe too when we have our hands in our lap, right? And we sit on our bottom so we're not rolling around the rug, bumping into other friends, because we wouldn't want to do that either. We wouldn't want to hurt them. All right, now we go to the lunchroom. We eat breakfast and lunch in there. So you all helped me tell how to stay safe in the lunchroom. We said to stay in your seat, right? The whole time. Even when you're finished, you have to sit and wait until everybody gets finished and it's time for everybody to leave, right? So staying in our seat keeps us safe because I know where you're at. And if you're out of your seat, you could bump into somebody else. You could fall. So we just want to stay in our seat the whole time. And the way we stay in our seat is we keep our legs where? Under the table. We don't want to spin around in those chairs, do we? No, because we could spill things, we could trip people. So that keeps us safe. Raise your hand when you need something, so that way you can stay in your seat. And if you accidentally spill something, we have to clean it up, don't we? Because somebody could trip or slip and fall, and we wouldn't want that to happen to them. So if you spill something, raise your hand and I will come help you. Now, one of our favorite places is the playground. So on the playground, it's so important to be kind and keep your hands to yourself, right? We keep our hands to ourselves on the playground. We don't want to hurt our friends, do we? This one we said use playground equipment the right way. So we said that all that means is this fun stuff that we get to do on the playground. I'll show you, let's get a picture pulled up. The fun stuff like the slide. We don't climb up slides or go down on our bellies. We go down on our bottoms just like these people, right? And we talked about some more that we didn't put on our list, but we talked about how we need to take turns, just like this friend is in the swing. How many people can get on a swing? Just one friend. So if all the swings are full, then you need to wait. And then when he's finished, it will be your turn. And notice how he is swinging. He's sitting the right way on his bottom. So he's making a smart choice and a safe choice. What if you accidentally get hurt on the playground? What would you need to do? Or what would a friend need to do to help you out? Come tell me, right, so that I can help take care of that person. All right. Well, I hope that you all have learned a lot about staying safe at school. And we have all these rules to help keep us safe. So rules are very important, and it's important to always be a good listener, right? To be alert and to pay attention so that you can stay safe. Well, I've had a wonderful time talking with you guys this morning, and I will see you soon, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, friends.